welcome to this evening's equity market wrap. My name is Lisa Pallavi Barbora. It was pretty negative for the markets today. They started out in the red and finished deep in the red, and this is despite the Prime Minister who was addressing media at a CII conference and said that reforms will continue. However, markets didn't really respond to that, and towards the very last half hour of trade declined sharply. Experts are suggesting that this late decline may have come as there were some rumors of a possible early poll, but in any case it was a deep correction for markets. The BSE Sensex finally ended at 18,801 and the Nifty fell and ended at 5672, down around 1.3%. Today the large caps did outdo the mid caps, and the BSE mid cap index was down only around 0.8%. If you look at the sectoral indices, the trend is clearly a shift to the defensive stocks. The BSE Healthcare Index was up around 0.17% and the FMCG Index was flat. Other than that, most other indices were in the red. The declining indices were the rate sensitives and the high beta ones. So the BSE Realty Index was down around 2.7%, followed by the Auto Index and the Capital Goods Index, which were down around 2.3%. Surprisingly, the BSE Power Index was up around 0.06%, but that was mainly thanks to Adani Power. That stock gained around 9% after CERC announced a compensatory tariff that would apply to Adani Power. Other stocks in that index were pretty mixed. Some of the other gainers were Thermax, which was up around 2%, and Reliance Power, which gained around 0.7% after gaining as much as 5% in intraday trade. If you look at other Reliance ADAG group stocks, they were also up today following the rally from yesterday. Reliance Communications gained as much as 10% in intraday trade and closed around 2% higher. Reliance Media Works gained as much as 6% in intraday trade and ended pretty much flat. And Reliance Capital was also up around 5% in intraday trade and ended 2% lower. The declines in these stocks, of course, came only in the last half hour of trade when the entire market declined pretty sharply. If you look at mid-cap pharma stocks, there as well we see some major gains happening today. So some of the popular names, Elder Pharma was up around 4%, Alembic Pharma was up around 2%, and Ajanta Pharma was up around 13.5%. Coming back to the Sensex names, there were a very few stocks which gained today. So not surprisingly, Sun Pharma was up around 1.5%, NTPC gained around 0.9%, and Tata Power was up around 0.7%. On the declining side, the biggest loser was Bharti Airtel, down 4%. Also Bajaj Auto and Tata Motors corrected around 3.5%, and L&T reversed some of the recent gains, correcting around 3% today. So things don't look really bright, and experts on the trading side are suggesting lower targets in the short term for benchmark indices. So more correction to come in the coming days, it seems. That's all from me. Do log on to livemint.com for more details. Thank you.